So yeah, I'm sure when wet season come, you'll see a lot more.
Miles and miles under clear blue skies. We drive straight as an arrow flies. Nowhere to be, no dreams to chase tonight. We've got time to waste, let's waste it right.
Yeah, well, lucky I got chicken out.
Don't wait for me, honey. Don't wait. 'Cause I'm always heading your way. And I know exactly what I'm looking for. And as we grow, I'll keep running till I can't no more. You'll always be the one I want.
That looks like a cracker of a day to you know do what. So we're going fishing. That's what we're doing. Just gonna go fix some plastics, I reckon. The vibe on to start off with. Just packing me bag. It's got a bit of leader, extra lures, over there, bit of water. Take a rag. Second cameraman. What a pearler of a day. So what exactly are we fishing for? Whatever I catch, I know I can eat. And there's probably flathead, blue salmon, queenies, trevally, be brim, be whiting, but I don't think they'll take what I've got. On at the moment. Blue salmon would be good, or trevally or a queenie. Waters are nice and clear, so every time a wave comes through, I'm looking in it to see if I can see any bait getting around. Just trying to look for life as I walk around. As soon as I see some, I'll flick around it. Life, as in a bit of mullet or whiting, garfish, even stingrays or shovel-nosed sharks. At least I know there's a bit of food around, so and I'll flick in that vicinity. Till then, just keep walking. Yeah, well, lucky I got chicken out. Not having much luck so far. I reckon we'll give it a few more casts and then we'll head back up to camp. Looks picture perfect out here. Still fun. Alright, last cast. Might even come back later. One more. Well, not to worry. Didn't get anything, but still, all in all, good to be out there. Nice waters, clear, pretty good day. Just washing off the reel now. Anyway, so there is a few things that I've changed with this setup already, and we'll start with this one out here. I've actually changed several things just to you know, better it. What I think was a better idea to go at the time. First one, remember I had the little 1 kVA generator, and I was running that and it was working, but for the big camper trailer I had the 2.2 sitting there, and well, although it is a bit bigger than the other one, I found room for it, and it's gonna be more of an advantage for me because it's got the 2 outlets. So all I can usually do is now I can run 2 leads, run one into the ute if need be, one into the camper trailer. So, you know, you're charging two things up at once. It's got enough to do it. Or what it can do is I can just run the one lead if I need, you know, if I'm further away, run the one lead, goes into the power pack on the actual camper trailer, out of the power pack of the camper trailer and into the ute. So it does the pass-through charging. So the advantage for that is, you know, I can be further away from the Jenny. So, and for the fact that, well, wet season's only around the corner, and that's pretty much when it gets used a lot for. Here is good, because that's another thing I'll explain. So that's one thing I've changed. I've gone from the 1 kVA to the 2.2 kVA. And well, most of you know, I went out and I put that 400 watt of solar on the roof topper, which I'm digging it. But obviously the ute was parked out there and I just wanted to put it in here. So I only take up a pretty small footprint, so it's given me an idea how big of an area I need when I pull up at a spot now. You know, it's everything changes when you change your setup. Not everything, you get a feel for it, but you know, because this is a new setup, I've got new ways now. So that's, yeah, it's given me an idea of what I can fit in. So if I'm going up a track, see a spot, I think, oh yeah, I'll fit in there. You know, whether I have to be unhooked or I can be hooked up. But thing is obviously that solar panel sitting in the shade, which doesn't no good. But I do have extra panels for this reason, and I always, like I said, have extension leads. I never rely on panels that are hard mounted, but in saying that, I do like the panels that are hard mounted, because when I'm driving the car, that thing's ticking away as well, you know. Just when I am pulled up in a spot and I am pulled up in the sun, well, I don't have to actually set up different panels. So that's, you know, it's a couple of extra jobs you don't have to do. And 400 watt, that, you know, it's good. It keeps up with this car, no worries. But yeah, that's just something, you know, I want to take in mind, because there will be times like right now that I really like this. It's like a cubby house. Out of mind, out of sight, you know. It's a good little spot, perfect little spot. So yeah, the only thing I'm going to do here, obviously, because this trailer is new, for those who don't know, the solar, I'm working on the solar, what I need to do for this setup. I do have that 400 watt suitcase panel out there at the moment. That's charging the ute, because I am parked in there. And then I've got that spare 250 watt panel, which I'm actually just running into this power pack. But what I will do is, for circumstances like this, I will use that 400 watt panel in the future for the ute, as I'm doing now. Another thing I'd like to do is I'd get 2 more big panels. I reckon at least 2 more 250 watt panels or something, or more if I could. Just so, because that power pack can handle a lot more than what's going into it. So there's no such thing as overkill of panels, there really isn't. The only pain in the ass is obviously you're carrying a little bit more, you've got a little bit more to set up, and you've got a bit more weight. But it's yeah, it's power and it's free. Ideally, because what I've had to do is I've had to disconnect that solar panel and then use that one out there, because they're 2 total different voltages, so I can't run them together. Which doesn't matter here, because that's not getting any sun anyway. But ideally I'd like to get another panel with a similar voltage, so I can have them hooked up at the same time. It's even if, you know, even for instance, when the sun does come around, I'm still getting a bit of sun on that panel. So even if it is putting in 2 or 3 amp extra, that's still, you know, that's a fridge. That's keeping up with the fridge. So yeah, but biggest focus for now is the solar panels for this trailer. Another thing I've done, that Blue Eddy pack that I showed you in another video. Can't remember what it's called, but it's up there. I got the expansion battery pack for it. I ended up getting rid of that too, because I feel this has got enough power for what I'm using, for what I want to use it for. you can never have too much neither. Well, not power, sorry, more watt hours, so like battery capacity. I'm happy with what it's putting out. It's doing me alright. Like I said, all that's running is the little induction cooker. Charges camera gear. At the moment I've got the Wi-Fi running off Starlink, and because it's usually up and charged, because when I cook on the fire I'm not touching that battery, so that thing might stay full for a few days, you know, if I'm not using the induction or anything. So what that can do too is I've got that running into the ute, so I just dump power out of that thing and use it to charge my ute battery up. But yeah, I've only really just gotten rid of that other battery. I hope I don't regret it. Just for the fact that it didn't really have a spot for it to house. I had to move it, and they got a bit of weight about them. But it doubled me watt hours, you know. So look, like I said, it's working for me. And what I usually do is make things work. So that's another thing I've done. Gotten rid of that expansion battery. Changed over the generator. And remember that thing I was real keen about and all excited? That air fryer? Well, I don't have that anymore neither. Look, they're awesome, but for the size of it and for the amount of things I was using it for, it's not practical for me. It's another thing. Look, you know, from my other trailer to this trailer, I've dropped down in size big time. And I'm doing it for a reason, to get me to more spots, do more kilometers if I want to, you know. So there's no good having big things on board if it can only do one thing, which is pretty much reheat feed and cook feed. That thing there can reheat feed and cook feed as well, so can the fire. So it just, yeah, it was a phase. You know, like a lot of new things that come out, oh, gotta have it, gotta have it. Well, take your time, don't just get it. Everything else is pretty much same old. Everything's going good. Like for the likes of, you know, the awning, the trailer, everything I've done to it, how I fitted it out, it's easy, it's practical. Does not take long for me at all to pack up. I hear it definitely won't because I haven't unpacked anything, but when I left Dux, like it really didn't take me that long at all. And that's when I had everything out, everything was set up. What would I change so far? Well, it's too early days. Yeah, so I need to experience all the different seasons to yeah, figure out what else I need to change, or if there's anything I need to change. But so far there's not. Wet season, I'm waiting for the wet season. I already have an idea for a wet season, because I won't stay in, look, I will. There'll be times where I will, you know, but when I know the build-up and the storm fronts are coming, I won't stay in a rooftop tent. What I'll do is I'll pack that down, and I've actually got, cheers Wayno, a good heavy canvas tarp, which is that thing there. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna go from the front of the trailer, and I'm gonna wrap it up like a cocoon. It'll be just one covered in trailer. I won't have any of this awning set up. Look, some of these I can, when you experience like wet seasons and stuff like that, it's like you might arse it through a wet season. You might, you know, some places they just don't have wet seasons, but when you're in a spot where it really comes down, and it's not so much the rain, it's the fronts that come across. When it blows, it blows. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm prepping for really in this trailer. So all this will be closed up, nothing will be set up like that, and that tarp will literally just go straight up one side, over the top and down the other side, and it'll come out. It'll be like a worm, like a maze. You'll just walk inside from the back. And then I'll have a camp stretcher, and that's where I'll be sleeping, inside that trailer. So storms aren't going to worry me too much then. The wind, that's the biggest factor. They won't worry me. I will obviously make it. I can't rely on the boat to be up there all the time, but I still got to make it so the boat can be up there, because there might be spots where I'll pull up and don't need the boat, and there'll be spots where I pull up and the boat will be off. Best time for fishing. So they're just little things I've got to work out. But so yeah, I'm sure when wet season comes, you'll see a lot more because I still got to set it up and work it out myself yet. But I have a fair idea how I'm going to do it. But yeah, like I said, camp stretcher will be on the inside, and that's where I'll sleep in there. And yes, this little shit will sleep there too. She can't get up on the rooftop, and it's killing her. Not me, because I'm not chewing on fucking dog hair. Yeah. That rooftopper is going good. Like I said, it's just, I'm not saying you can't do it in the wet season, but you'll only cop one big ass storm. And look, I can't pack up and go and think, oh, I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to do that. Yeah, when I get to a spot, I get to a spot. I'm prepping for everything. I've prepped for everything. That is the only reason why I'm going to miss, I know, big time, the big trailer, because that thing was kind of bulletproof. You know, especially come wet season, yeah. But enough of that. This thing's going to be bulletproof too, a little tank. Yeah, everything else I've done. Trunks are good. I wouldn't change anything on here. Freezer's going brilliant. Like I said, I couldn't do it without it. I am glad I put these trunks on, just for more storage. Got one on either side. Because I was tossing up about a canopy, all that sort of stuff in here, but I'm pretty happy with how this is working out. The only thing I've got to do is, when the wet is here, I've got to figure out a way just to help put a bit of a shelter around this fridge, just so it's not copping full on, you know, torrential rainfall. The water bladder, obviously, it's a game changer with the water bladder, but that'd probably be another thing, you know. I'm just more worried that some little cheeky bastard will just want to poke a hole in it, but it hasn't happened. But that's, you know, it's the fact that it can happen. So that'd put a spanner in the works. But that was the only reason why I thought, well, maybe one day I'll get a alley tank that'll fit in here, fill the space out, and then I'll be able to get that little bit more water in there too. All about water, this setup, and other things, but water is just, can't say how important that shit is, man. But what else is going on? That's pretty much, like I said, guys, everything else is working for me. And well, if it doesn't, I'll make it work for me. Probably the guards. Remember I was saying I thought toolboxes, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm glad I didn't, because now I'm thinking, well, could end up with a toolbox in there that'll fit, but I'm thinking now the Jenny. I'm going to make a thing for the Jenny to sit out on here. That's going to be one side, because at the moment it's kind of annoying where it is, but that's yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I want to add on to it. Yeah, anyway, any other questions, just spit them out, guys, eh? That's pretty much, I'm just going. It's been good these last few trips. Like I said, I just wanted to do as much as I could, because I'm still near a major city, because yeah, I have a fair idea where we're going. Not next we're going to head out to Dundee, go catch up with a couple and that, and then I don't know if I'm going to go camp at another spot whilst I'm out there. Got to figure that out yet. After that, well, look, I'll let you guess where we're going. Barra. There's Barra there. It's been a while since I've been there, but I'm looking forward to getting across to that part of the country again. We are looking forward to getting back over that way. So that's why we've yeah, got to trial everything out while we can here. We're still close to a major city, so if I need anything done or I need to pick up anything, got a better chance of getting it over here than where I'm off to. So anyway, we are getting ready to pack up. We will leave here very soon. It's been great here. More catching up with everyone than anything. And we're still going to go catch up with more people over at Dundee. Looking forward to getting over there too.